This particular generation of the BMW 6 Series, in addition to being one of the most desirable and certainly one of the best looking GT cars of its time, remains, for the moment, one of the best kept bargains in the GT car category. They are fantastic cars. In fact, it's a matter of time before people at large begin to realise this and their values, as with some of their peers, start to climb. Because it really doesn't matter which version of the 6 Series you choose from this era, they are all fantastic. And in particular, this comes from a time when people really began to notice just how well BMW was doing at combining dynamics, such as with a performance car or a GT car, with efficiency. In fact, levels of both which you would typically never even think was possible to combine into one platform. What if we told you that this car, which of course back in 2006 was around a £50,000 car or more with options, is now under £5,000? That is an astronomical amount of vehicle for that price. And naturally you would assume, well, if it's a 2+2 GT car or a prestigious vehicle when new, surely it must have insanely high mileage, up around 150,000 or something, perhaps a patchy or non-existent service history. The reality is, none of that is true. This car has barely covered 70,000 miles, which since 2006, certainly for a well-engineered car, is nothing, and it actually has a full service history behind it with its original 2 keys and book pack intact as well. It's finished, as you can tell, in that gorgeous Stratus grey metallic with Dakota cream leather, and as we said before, it is easily one of the best looking modern BMW designs, certainly when it came out, and even to this day, it has aged remarkably well. In fact, it has the kind of road presence which even now you'd have to pay many times more in many of its rivals' cases to have. At the same time, of course, being a BMW, certainly a flagship GT BMW, it's very well equipped. It's spacious, comfortable, the boot space is phenomenal for a GT car, some of the best in its class. In fact, it has of course heated seats, cruise control, all of the usual accoutrements which you would expect from a GT car. At the same time though, it has of course something which BMW is also very well known for, a very, very nice straight 6 engine. In this case, a 3-litre, which of course the 630i name indicates. And what that means in practice goes back to what we said earlier on, that amazing combination of dynamics with efficiency. Because on the one hand, this is a 150 plus mile an hour GT car, but on the other, you can average up to 37 miles to the gallon, and that's not even on the motorway. On the motorway, it's even better, as high as a hair under 50. And again, this is not a diesel model, that's from a petrol engine, which is quite remarkable. So again, you have a car which looks as good as this does, performs as well as it does, even has efficiency which goes so far beyond many of its peers and rivals, and still is under £5,000. So if then you are considering a GT car, but need something perhaps which is more than just a weekend toy, something which you could perhaps use as a commuter, or a genuine daily driver, or in other words, as often as you need to, these are a fantastic choice for exactly that, and especially with a full service history behind it, and much, much more modest mileage than many of these on the market. So if you would like to reach out regarding this BMW 6 Series, of course you could send us an email to the address shown here on screen, or of course give us a call on 01749 871 155, or on our mobile number of 07482 267 439.